What's going on? This is your man John Fortune, your host of the Frustrated Fan Sports Show. And today, we gotta talk about it, y'all. I mean, cause, man, it's not a game, it's not a joke. When I say mama don't play that, mama don't play that. Like, man, we saw Jayden Daniels. I don't know how old this is. I don't know if this is recent or what was going on. But we saw Jayden Daniels' mom sit up there and basically, like, we saw Jayden Daniels and JuJu Watkins. You know, seemed like they were vibing, getting along, communicating, talking, and stuff like that. Like they were having a real good rapport. Now, when I saw this, the first thing I said was, hold up, Jayden, I don't know if that's right, bruh. Like, I understand she's a very beautiful girl, but at the same time, you know, I don't know. And then the creme de la creme, the mama of mamas, the mama that knows best, sits up there and they come back and we see Jayden Daniels on one side, JuJu Watkins on the other side, and we see mama in between the two. And I'm going to tell y'all, now I understand his mother's, I'll just tell y'all this. I get this from the standpoint of mama because the only reason why I get this is because I myself have a mother that is actually almost damn near the same way. Like, you know, a mom who focuses on the fact that she wants you to succeed and focus on succeeding versus getting yourself in what could be a possible bad outcome. Even though it's not something that, because you gotta respect what's happening there because he is enjoying the conversation. But mama is not having it. And it's not a thing of where you sit there and you say, oh, his mama, you know, she needs to mind her business or leave him alone or something. No. Jayden has a lot to lose. A whole lot to lose. And for his mom's eye, she's not going to let him lose and be in a situation where he fails in life due to the fact of some poor decisions he might have made or consequences that come from things he's not really certain of what could happen. So again, I'm with mama on this one because at the end of the day, Jayden Daniels is 24. JuJu is 19. So I get it. Mama didn't just get in the way because mama was like, nah, you know, I don't want him around no girls. No, mama found out how old she was and was like, hell nah, she's too young. No, you not going down that road. That doesn't mean that later on they can't connect or they can probably message each other and things like that. But again, as a person who grew up with a mom that was very similar to this, understand, my mom was the same way. I remember my mom called my son's mother at the time. My son's mother called her, you know, she called her a pretty bad name. But it was one of those things where my mom was trying to be overprotective. You know, and my mom thought she was just doing something to save me from things that was going on. Now, I will say this, you know, my son's mother did get pregnant. So, but that wasn't, her thing was trying to protect me from doing something that I did. But at the same time, I got a kid that I absolutely love out of the whole thing. So I can't sit up there and get mad about the fact of having a kid. But at the same time, I understood what my mom was trying to do. And now with Jayden Daniels, I understand what his mom is trying to do. Some mothers are just overly protective like that. You know, now you get some that's like his mom, where they're quite extreme, and it's not really extreme. It's more her wanting him to pay attention to what's important. You know, and again, I don't disagree with her. You know, like, it's tough to raise kids out here in this world. But when your kid gets to a level that you weren't expecting for them to get, or that you saw them getting to, and you want them to stay away from the things that have caused other athletes and stuff to get in some type of trouble and things like that, I understand why she gets in the way. I understand why she makes it a point of putting up a wall. You know, because it's not that she doesn't want her son to be with somebody. She just wants her son to focus on what he needs to do, so he doesn't get distracted from what his ultimate goal is going to be, and that's to be a Super Bowl winning quarterback, an MVP winning quarterback, and a quarterback that actually is in the league for a bunch of years. Not only that, you're still talking about the fact of, like, hey, you know, there's so many things that you don't even realize it can get people in trouble. Like, the other day, I recently found out that if you fly a woman from one area to, like, wherever you live at, and it's for sexual purposes, they consider that sex trafficking. Like, that's crazy. And we know that when it comes to, like, pro athletes, they'll do that not thinking that there's an issue with it. You know, so those type of things, like, I know his mom is doing the right thing. And I don't want people to sit up there and call his mom a cock blocker, or call her, you know, all these, like, she's in the way, let him be a man. Like, for y'all who don't get it and have never seen people get to those levels, mothers, what y'all don't know is that there's so many mothers that is involved like that. Lamar Jackson's mom, you know, she's like that. I remember initially when Kevin Durant's mom was like that. Allen Iverson, when he first started out, his mom was like a hawk. Like, his mom was trying her best to keep him away from a lot of those antics, which is why he stayed with his kid's mom for so long. But those type of things, like, you got to understand, it's fathers are going to sit up there and be like, look, babe, you know, let him be. But mothers are going to be like, no, I need him to focus. I need him to pay attention. I need him to stay in the mindset of not effing up. And there's so many ways that a young NFL player can F up. And his mother, to me, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, his mother's doing the right thing. And I know that for a lot of y'all are going to sit there and think that mother needs to get out the way, mother needs to do this. You know what? There were times where those type of mothers are not around like that anymore. I remember the first time I had a friend who had a girlfriend that was able to spend the night at his house. Do you know, my mother flipped out and came into the house and told me and my brothers, don't ever think that you're going to disrespect me by bringing any girl in this house. Until you graduate and become a man, you cannot have any girl in this house. That's a negative. So yeah, guess what? When we was trying to go do stuff, it was either over a girl house or outside somewhere in a car, all types of stuff. But I'm not mad at Jayden Daniels' mother. She's doing the right thing, y'all. She's keeping her son, her black son, careful. She's keeping him careful. Because we done seen all these, we done seen guys I remember Travis Henry, the running back from Buffalo. Man, this man had like 11 kids by 9 different women. You talking about, we saw Antonio Cromartie rail off like 4 3-year-olds on Hard Knocks. Like, we done seen so many athletes. I remember the first time I heard about Sean Kemp and the 9 kids and thought that was crazy. But there's so many athletes out here that has a multitude of children, black and white, multitudes of children. And not only that, they're not just football players. They're football players, they're basketball players, they're baseball players, they're soccer players, they're hockey players. They all got to, like, I'm gonna tell y'all something. There's a hockey player that y'all don't even understand. This man has, I think, like 11 or 12 kids, and I think he has like 9 or 10 baby mothers. Like that, like, it's crazy. It's so crazy. But again, I'm with his mom. I'm with Jayden's mom. And again, until you raise your own kids and you want the best for your own kids, and you seen what happened before with stuff like that, like I said, I remember I thought my mind was blown when I found out I had a friend whose mom let his girlfriend not only spend the night, but spend several nights over there. And then when she got pregnant, everybody was like, you know, I remember all the mothers getting on that mother, because they were like, why would you let that happen? Like, we're surprised that you would let that happen. And in this particular case, with a son who just became like, who's now getting this extreme superstardom from the NFL, yeah, she wants to keep him away from things that could cause him problems. That doesn't mean that JuJu Watkins is this problem, but she's young. She's 19 years old. And he's young too, but he's older than 19 years old. And that right there, I get it. I respect his mom. I can appreciate his mom. I understand his mom. And with that being said, mama don't play that. And I 100% agree with her. Y'all tell me what y'all think. How do y'all feel about the whole situation with Jayden Daniels and his mom getting in the way, or his mom sitting in between him and JuJu? Y'all tell me what y'all think. How do y'all feel about it? Do y'all feel that his mother was right? Do y'all feel that his mother was wrong? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Other than that, this has been your man John Fortune, and it's been the Frustrated Fan Sports Show.